This is the ukulele part for Wonderwall tutorial. So I'm just going to walk you through the chord positions and the strumming pattern to play the ukulele part for Wonderwall. So I'm just going to play it as you would expect. So the verse consists of 4 chords, and those 4 chords are actually pretty simple because most of them don't involve much of a change. So that first chord is played with your pointer finger, or 1 on the diagrams, and it's going to go on the 2nd string from the top on the 2nd fret, just there. Now the advantage with this is it's really easy because this finger will never change its position. Then from there you're going to go down and get your middle finger up, or your rude finger, and you're going to put it on the 2nd fret on the bottom string there. See, so we've got that nice position there. Now the important thing is that no finger is touching this string in the middle, because if something touches it, you hear, and it only takes a bit of skin to mute the sound, and it won't sound as nice. So once you've got that, you just give that 2 quick strums. Next chord is the G chord. That's going to come exactly, you don't move these 2 fingers, and all you do is add your ring finger on the 3rd fret, on that 3rd string in between the 2 that are already being pressed down, like that. So if you add that, you watch, add the next finger, done. The next chord, the D chord, that's going to be done very easily by taking off this back finger here and leaving the other 2 on. So we've come from this chord, and we go to that chord. So if we watch the pattern so far, 1, 2, add, then take off. The final chord in that pattern is a little trickier to watch, or at least to show, but what happens is I take all my fingers off, my pointer finger still hasn't moved, it won't move, ever, and then my middle finger now will come up. It used to be down here, it's come off, and will come above your pointer finger. So see how they're holding the 2 positions there. And so if we put the pattern together, being very careful not to touch any other strings you shouldn't. Now if you want if you're comfortable with the chord progressions, you can have a more advanced strumming pattern which you can listen to. I'll show you I'll back off so you can see the strumming pattern a bit more. So that's the verse. That's pretty easy once you get those 4 chords in there. Then what you need to do is look at the chords for the pre-chorus. So that involves 3 chords. And it's going to start with the easiest chord in the ukulele, C. And that's 1 finger here on the bottom string, 3rd fret. The easiest chord then is going to be followed up by one of the trickier chords, which we call the D chord. And the D chord is going to come up here, across there, and you're going to press your finger right across, pressing all strings down. And you can practice this by going and then going up. If you don't press down hard enough, maybe some of the strings will be muted, like this. And you press down. The best way is to pinch right behind with your thumb like that, so you get maximum pressure. And then you're going to add your pinky, 1, 2, 3, up here. And then the 3rd chord is the last chord you played. The first chord of the pattern from the verse. The pointer here, 2nd string, 2nd fret, middle finger, bottom string, 3rd fret. The first chord of the verse. And so the pattern will go 1, 2, 1, 2 to the D, and then the first chord. Notice when I play the D, you can play it just with 1 finger. I like to cheat a bit, and I actually get my middle finger on top of there to get even more pressure across all those strings. So the pattern will go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So if we put that together with the words, it should sound like this. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Okay, so that's the tutorial up there. Now what you got, you're going to have the verse. And the verse is a bit tricky, but then once you get the chords, it's pretty straightforward. So it's going to start with that classic chord. Said maybe. Alright, sorry for the pause, I just have to check the chords of the chorus. So the chorus there. The chorus is super simple. So you're going to put your finger here for the C chord, just the one. You're going to strum it twice. And the second chord is back to the first chord of the verse. One here, one there. E minor chord. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you're going to add the finger in here for the G chord. So the second chord of the verse, if you recognize, and then the last chord, you just take that off and go back to E minor. And it's two strums per chord. So C, then G, then back to E minor. C, E minor, then G, then E minor. C, E minor, G, E minor, and that's it. So I'll play the whole song for you all in one go so you can see all the parts and how they fit in. So. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. Done. So that's all the parts for the ukulele there, put it together. So the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus. Alright, good luck! And practice hard.